kind of treasures he finds. Is this the right way around? Oh yeah, that's the left.
Don't put your eye too close to it.
Hey look, it's got autofocus. Scott Brown here. Welcome to another exciting episode. We've talked a lot about reframing and insulation and bracing, and those things matter. But sometimes it's just about making your house look nicer. Is this the glamorous life that you thought you'd have when you started dating a builder?
Yes, this is all my dreams.
If you look at the top-down view, it's like 50-50. Concrete and garden. And we only have 2 cars, we don't have 5, so we don't need all this concrete space. So we've spaced this out to allow a bit of outside room to build. It's quite handy to have the workbench out here sometimes if you're doing really dusty stuff. And then we want to start the trees. So here's a tree here.
The ladder, yeah.
That's a square.
This is a very Scott Brown moment.
What?
String line, measurements, using a ruler to plot out where you're going to plant a tree. This is like when you leveled the vegetable planters. Still obsessing over the level. Hours later. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yes it does, Jess. I'm a fussy carpenter. What he doesn't realise is it's all gonna sink because it's on the ground. Which have all sunk, by the way. I'm trying to cool it down.
Yeah, over here.
That's actually very effective.
Yeah?
Using the blower.
Nice.
It's like 7 batteries.
Yeah, we used all of them.
7 batteries and we've only gone this far. The gypsum has calcium in it, but it doesn't change the pH of the soil, and it helps break up the magnesium in the clay soil. I know this happens, but I don't know how long it takes.
An ornamental pear. It's been in there for over a month now. It's doing fantastic. And that was after cutting through that concrete, which you saw was amazingly difficult. And the problem is these battery powered tools that require high output, they just overheat. So it's not even the fact that they're underpowered, it's just that they get really, really hot. The batteries don't operate when they're really, really hot, and they don't recharge when they're really, really hot. So you're sitting around waiting for batteries to recharge. So that was one problem. But the second problem is underneath this concrete was clay that is blue. And the reason clay is blue, in this case, is because there was no oxygen in there. That's how dense it was, and how trapped by the concrete driveway it was. So we had to dig like 1 meter deep. Thanks guys! We had to oxygenate the clay to give this tree some root space. And it's been over a month and it's growing. So now when I look at the workshop, we've got a lovely tree. And when I look back from the workshop towards the house, it also looks more beautiful. I feel like painting the house is going to help a lot. We've still got this vomit beige that has been here since we bought the place. And we're going to put a window in that corner. That's why we've held off. We're going to disrupt the cladding. But in the meantime, things like planting trees really helps. which is the exact same strategy that we have with the conservatory. We have a conservatory behind me here, and the way we're trying to hide it is with things like this. Trees. There's another tree there, and we even put that tree there. We also painted these panels in our effort to make this thing look better. We're basically committed to keeping it, so we're just trying to improve how it looks. I think replacing all of this is going to help a lot as well. But another way is to put something nice down here. We're putting sheep's wool down for weed suppression before we put the chip. I think fabric cutter, we originally thought it was for metal and we struggled cutting our roofing iron with it before realizing, after having not read the manual, that it's not for metal at all. It's for fabric and building materials like building wrap. Works great for that.
It's awesome.
What? Ooh, what are they doing there? Shout out to Dulax. Our friend Jess is here to help with the painting.
Jess is doing the jobs that I hate. Other Jess, my stand-in, my body double. Honestly, I'm like fighting all my urges to just jump into the garden.
The painting continues. We want to make the rest of the house green like that. And unfortunately we need to paint all the windows as well, but that's the more tedious job. House update. Alright, this framing that I was just doing on the ceiling was the last piece of the puzzle for that toilet. Yesterday we had an inspection and it passed. So that means I can line this toilet now. If you're wondering why this piece of plasterboard isn't here, by the way, it is to do with this random pipe that's here, which I need to try and remove. But also, there's a tile in here. So yesterday I noticed that tile and I had to remove it quickly before we close this wall in. Otherwise that would have been trapped there until we did the bathroom. So the job is progressing and the bathroom will be starting soon. But at long last we can line the toilet and get this thing up and running. Jess and I have been trying to go cycling more. Now it's always 13mm for the ceilings, at least that's what I'm used to. More rigid, and then we put 10mm on the walls. But these walls are going to be different, but we'll talk about that when we do them. First, the ceiling. I'm going to rip off the other side. you've been wondering what screw gun I've been using with the small amounts of plasterboard I've been doing recently, it's this one from Hilti. And I really enjoy it. It's got fine-tune adjustability here for the depth of your screws. And depending on the length of your screws, you can change the length settings here. And it's one of those ones where you can remove the magazine as well. So you can just go around making sure everything's sunk in just right if it didn't happen on the first time. But the main thing, of course, is the collation. You can put collator screws in there. It's even got 2 belt hooks. There's one there, and then there's one on the top as well, which is great. They've come up with great tools on this platform. And I've got their multi-tool as well, which has quickly become my favorite multi-tool. And out of all the screw guns that I've tried, this is becoming my favorite screw gun. Let's put some sealing up. Easy as that. Oh, a bit more. It actually might be impossible. Slow down.
Stop. Do you want to make it again?
So that is sound insulation behind here. I've always tried to put some sort of insulation on interior walls, but this is the first Terralana sound, like specific sound insulation that I've used. So it'll be interesting to see if it's any different. There we go. Good plaster will fix that. Looks good, Jess.
Yeah, I think it might be a bit right, might be a bit too high. It's not going to be a great match. Maybe, you know, I can snap my fingers and it will turn into summer. And I'll be standing right here wearing the
Do it.
exact same outfit and not covered in fish guts and sheep poo.
Alright, snap your fingers. Alright, clap your hands there. Alright, go. It's like magic! We're in sort of summer.
No man, I worked very hard up a steep hill to get here. I did not click my fingers.
It's looking amazing.
Ooh, look. Little bug on it.
Strawberry?
Mmm.
So that whole bed is strawberries. And we've been eating them for what, a month now?
Oh, not quite. Just a few here and there, but look how many flowers there are. It's got some good mushrooms in here too. Which is a good sign, means my soil is healthy. It's a little bit ghost. You have to be really quick. The second they're ripe,
Yeah.
it's either you or the slugs.
What about the next one? What's the... Oh my god.
Yeah, this is a bit of a fail. These are purple potatoes.
Yeah.
I will not grow them in the bed again. They looked awesome and then they just all flopped over. It was kind of a waste of a bed, if I'm honest with you, because all I've been able to grow in here is potatoes. So next year I'm going to do them in drums. Look, here's a bean that I tried to plant in here, but barely made it because...
The potatoes are dominated.
Exactly, it's been dominated by the potatoes. One thing that's been a nightmare this year has been the birds.
Oh
They
yeah.
have decimated my garden. I planted 20 lettuces. There are 7 left. They just dig them all out, rip them out. They dig at everything and like rip the roots of things. So they keep digging at the corners of my cucumbers and exposing the roots. So the plant spends all its time growing roots. But that's okay. That's what Scott has helped me make these little...
And these stakes here are for tomatoes. It's looking great, Jess. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, I'm really proud.
You're out here till 9 p.m. You're working hard. You've been doing so much out here.
Pretty much all spring I've been out here till like 8, 9 p.m.
Yep.
But now I get to actually enjoy it. Careful, I stabbed myself with that the other day. They're really gnarly. They're so cool, but they hurt so much. I got a gnarly splinter the other day.
Oh, I just got spiked as well.
I wasn't kidding.
Oh my god.
I know, it really hurts. We want to do more in the driveway. It's just that once we cut up that small 1 by 1 meter square section, we realised that it was going to be really hard, so we've just kind of...
Put a pause on that.
The plan was originally to do 2 trees, but 1 was hard enough, so we're just leaving that one for now.
Yeah, we probably need to get a digger or something to do it. And then it's a question of, well, what do we want to do with that whole area? Are we just going to, go to that length just to plant another tree? I don't know. So it's on pause. But it's summer now. The garden's starting to look amazing. We're going to paint the house a bit more.
I still think it looks better even with that one random tree in the middle of the driveway.
It breaks it up a little bit.
It softens it.
Softens it.
The whole garden softens the house. And you've done a great job on the house.
Ongoing.
Sure, it will always be ongoing.
Yeah,
People
absolutely.
keep commenting, some Polish saying, right? Man finishes house, man dies. Well, then you can't finish the house.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for watching this exciting episode. And I'll see you in the next one.